NOLA Gent here at Greek Fest. Good times in here, yeah, ha ha!
Welcome to NOLA Gent. Let the good times roll. In this episode of our New Orleans travel vlog, we continue exploring great New Orleans festivals. The New Orleans Greek Festival on Bayou St. John is a Memorial Day weekend tradition and a really fun festival. This great festival is held at Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Cathedral, which is the first Greek Orthodox Church in North and South America, which was established in 1864. Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Cathedral is located in New Orleans at 1200 Robert E. Lee Boulevard, which is about 15 minutes and 5 miles away from the New Orleans French Quarter. This festival started back in 1973 and hosts over 23,000 people annually. The New Orleans Greek Festival features homemade traditional Greek food, wine, pastries, Greek dancing, and Greek music. On the opening day of Friday, they also host a 5K road race along with a 1-mile fun run. If you register for the race, you also get a free t-shirt along with free beer Friday night and free entrance to the festival all weekend long. So it really is a great deal overall. So I also really enjoy eating the food here along with their great selection of adult beverages. And oh, it has been way too long since I've been to a wonderful Greek Fest, as we've been 2 years without it since the lockdown. So everybody is flocking to this festival as we're all ready to get back into the wonderful festival spirit. And you can see it is right at opening, and this place is already slam-packed. I've been attending this festival for many years, and I've never seen it this crowded this early on opening day. Now, they also have a couple of really nice merchandise tents right here when you walk in, so if you're in the need or just the mood for some great Greek-themed sort of gift ideas, they definitely can help you out here. So make sure you take a little gander at all the items here if you ever visit the Greek Fest. Now look at these food lines. Oh my gosh, I've never seen the lines this bad so early. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a challenge getting something to eat. I'm a little worried here. So we've got our 3 main food tents up in this area. Then we have some food inside we'll look at in a little bit. But hey, check all this stuff out. Oh yeah, every year one of my mandatory food items at Greek Fest is the lamb. So this year it's $25 for the slow roasted rotisserie spring lamb plate, and it's served with orzo this year. In the past it just came with maybe bread and a big pile of meat, but look at this beautiful roasting lamb. So it was quite a wait in the line. Thankfully, I finally got up to order, and here we are. Look at this. They're really getting to work carving some delicious lamb up, and I can't wait to dig in. Oh yeah, look at all this deliciousness here. So you get a good variety of different cuts of the lamb here. So they give you a little different pieces and parts from all around the lamb, so you kind of get a nice little combination of flavors and textures of different parts of the animal, and you get a good little sampling overall, I would say. This really is enough for 2 people. If I were not a total caveman, I would not be able to finish this by myself. But I really love the lamb a lot. A big pile of meat always makes me happy. So I could eat the entire thing by myself. For people that are not as carnivore crazy like I am, definitely this would be food enough for 2 people to split. Now the orzo's this new thing I'm not sure of. Let's see. Give it a little taste. It's okay. I could do with or without it. I would just be happy with this plate of meat because it's got all the flavor I need. And the only thing I'm lacking is it would be good to have a little of the Greek wine along with it, or a beer, but the lines for all the adult beverages were pretty long too. I wanted to dig into this wonderful meat while it was still nice and hot. Okay, my last bite. And Just like I destroyed this lamb, go ahead and destroy the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you thought about this lamb. And while you're down there, make sure to check out the link to my Patreon account. I do work for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. Now, they also have gyros, which are another great item. And then they also have their Greek grill tent, and they're famous for various items. But this year, they're doing their pork or chicken souvlaki. So I've noticed they're having fewer items, keeping a simpler menu this year. And these tents right here, in the past, you could always get a seat in it, but not this year. People are holding those seats all day. Now, the food lines continue to be crazy all throughout the festival, long waits throughout. And now we're going to go ahead and head on inside where they've got a lot more fun stuff going on. So more food, drink, and additional entertainment. Let's check it out.
The traditional Amazon costume, but again, that's the past. Nowadays, both men and women perform this dance together.
So the performers did a great job, and they're made up of a lot of the young people from the church here. They always do a fantastic job. So congratulations to them for yet another wonderful performance. Now there's lots of stuff that happens in this inside area here. Lots of things with deliciousness all over, like these pastries. So you've got the pastry pre-made box area. Then you have another longer line for pastries where you have to wait to pick them out individually. Then we have our Good Appetite. It takes a group of dedicated community members and volunteers over 5 months to plan and prepare the food for New Orleans Greek Festival. In just 3 days, we'll serve thousands of our guests their favorite Greek entrees, sides, and desserts. Thank you for joining us for the celebration of Greek food, fun, family, and faith. This is the area where we get our traditional Greek dinners. We'll be returning here when the line maybe isn't so long to sample some of that. We also have this little tavern area here, and there's more of them outside, but I think I'll be returning to this one right here for some adult beverages in just a short while. They have a whole lot more Greek wines this year than I've seen previously. So we've got a great selection, and also the option to do wine flights this year. So there's a little more adult fun to be had here soon. And as we continue to explore this indoor area of the Hellenic Cultural Center, they also have a Greek grocery area right here. The menu options include cheeses of various types. We have spreads with dolmades, eggplant dip, hummus, ruzzigolo, termasalato, tzatziki, salad dressing, Greek seasoning, scordalia, pita, olives, and halva. In past years, they've always had more stuff in this section, but it seems it's kind of a general theme this year that it's a little bit more scaled back with fewer options. Now, in this area, we've got a lot of cultural and historic items, so this is certainly a good section to come and check out to get a little more context about where you are and what's going on. So they've got some good adult beverage options right here next to the stage area and right next to Bayou St. John. So this is one of the most popular areas to hang out. So let's go explore in a little more detail what we have available here. So we've got the Taverna right here with different options. So we've got wine on one side and some of our ouzo shots on the other. So we've got assorted wines by the glass, wine flights with a paddle, and if you return the paddle, you get a little refund. Then they have wine totes or insulated wine koozies, ouzo shots, bottled water, and then quite a nice selection of wines by the bottle. Then in the beer department, we have Urban South Brewery's Paradise Park beer, and then we also have the Mythos beer, which is pretty good. In the past, we always had a Beta beer, but no Beta this year, so I kind of missed that. And then we have another good selection of daiquiris, because hey, what's a New Orleans party without a daiquiri? They have some unique daiquiri flavors you typically only can find during Greek Fest, like ouzo and pomegranate, along with strawberry mango you can get most of the rest of the year. And then we have a nice little t-shirt booth here that has a lot of interesting shirts that are Greek Fest themed. So definitely an interesting area to check out for additional t-shirts. And we also have a snowball stand with various flavors, and they come at a $5 all the way up to an $8 size. So that can be a great option as well. Now, if we check out the entrance to the cathedral here, this is the front entrance, and they do tours on all the days at different times, so that's also a great thing to do. And here we are looking at the bayou, and it's always a great time over here next to the water. In past years, they would rent kayaks and canoes. I didn't see that happening this year, but it's a rebuilding phase in so many ways, so still a great time regardless. They do have this fun rock climbing wall, so anybody that wants to do that, it's $8 to climb. So fun things all over for all ages. Now, if we go back inside the Hellenic Cultural Center, there's a lot of stuff still going on in here, and the line for the Greek dinners are still really long. Now, I'm going to have to get one. So the dinner includes what essentially is a Greek-style lasagna, a cheese-stuffed pastry pie, Greek meatballs with sauce, Greek green beans, and a roll. The vegetarian plate includes spinach-stuffed pastry pie, cheese-stuffed pastry pie, green beans, and rice-filled grape leaves.
Tony brought some water. No, I have my coffee.
It was a long wait, but hopefully it's going to be worth it, because here's my Greek dinner plate. I'm ready to dig in. Now, this is what it looked like in past years, so you can see they've changed it quite a bit. So we used to get a salad and some grape leaves, but now we don't. But hey, these meatballs are just as good as they always were in the past, so I'm always a big fan of these meatballs. Ooh, yeah. Meatballs are always a good idea, I think. I am going to kind of miss those grape leaves, though. Ooh, and I always would also like to get a little spinach pie as well, which that would be with a vegetarian dinner, so we might have to see what we can work out later. Now, here we are with the Greek-style lasagna. That's always a good little dish. It's very filling, and this is certainly always a great thing to get when you're really hungry. And these green beans are a new addition. Kind of like the salad, but the green beans are also a nice thing. So they have a good flavor, good crunch to them. And it's always good to have some good green beans. I have to say, though, I miss that salad dressing and those olives on the Greek salad. So we might have to see what we can do about that later, too. Okay, now we have our cheese pastry pie. Ooh, all right, here we go. Ooh, yeah, looky here. Nice cheese stuffed pastry is always good to go. And I also love the spinach stuffed ones too, though. So it's like, oh, always such wonderful, interesting things to take some good bites of and enjoy the flavors of. So now I've finished the last of the green beans, and I have this big roll to finish. Ooh, a lot of bread. I don't know if I'll be able to do much more than one bite, and I think that might do it for me. So just like I destroyed this plate of food, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know what you thought about the Greek dinner. While you're down there, make sure to check out links to my Patreon accounts. I do work for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. Okay, it's time for a little festival fun. We're going to try one of the wine flights. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I did too. Oh yeah, trouble. Need some of those. Thank you.
Oh yeah, this looks like a big adventure. It's time for fun.
Wine flight. Yeah. Restina, maybe. Maybe that's how it's pronounced. Very dry, nice, crisp, refreshing.
Oh. Got a little tartness, I like it. Isle of Crete. Nice and smooth. Open to my Minoan friends in Crete. Very smooth, very nice. Very even killed. I can't promise pronunciation on this. This is Moscova Gazirio. Maybe. That's probably wrong. We'll just call it my little Mashka. Ooh. Got a little bright bling bling on it. Got a little slight acidity kind of ping to it. Interesting, nice. A little something different there. Venomaro, maybe. Probably wrong again. Very dry, nice. Took a lot of ancient Greek history, no language. I didn't get the one that has the pine flavor. I didn't get that one later. Oh, Opa to the last sip here.
So somebody requested and demanded that I demonstrate the paddle on them. So after all that work with the paddle, it's time to have the enjoyment of a baklava sundae. Oh yeah, this is one of the most awesome things. It's a baklava covered in ice cream and all sorts of deliciousness here. Let's dig in.
Will the owners of a blue Valkyrie Honda motorcycle and a red Harley Davidson motorcycle parked on the sidewalk, please remove your motorcycles immediately on St. Bernard Avenue in front of the large white house.
So once you get down through the initial layers of ice cream, you've got the wonderful baklava in the bottom. Ooh, such a good combination. This is a great dessert. And another one of my mandatory items that I get every year. Oh, yes. So you don't want to miss the baklava sundae, I would say. And here we go. Oh, it's going so fast. So just like I've destroyed this baklava sundae, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know what you thought about the baklava sundae. While you're down there, make sure to check out links to my Patreon accounts. I do work for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. So after the Friday night race, we had some free beer to consume, and I ran into one of my old rugby teammates, the Cajun Giant here. So yeah, we had some good times. Now, I came back for another Greek dinner. They were sold out of a bunch of stuff, but they just kind of combined what they had left to make this. So they gave us a discounted price because they were out of so many things, but I kind of like this combo a lot. So I'm happy to be able to get my meatballs. Of course, I got a little cheese and my grape leaves and olives. So this was a nice little thing for the last Sunday of the festival as they start selling out of a whole lot of stuff, and this year they started selling out way earlier than usual. So it's good to have a little bit of the last dash of my delicious Greek food for my last real meal here at the Greek Festival on Sunday. And so many wonderful treats here. And a spinach pie. I do love these spinach pies. Look at this wonderful thing. Ooh, I always feel stronger when I eat the spinach pie. It makes me feel good all over. I love these things. So, got one meatball left, and then a little bit of bread, and another successful Greek dinner will be completed. So just like I've destroyed this plate of food, destroy the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, comment below. Let me know what you thought about this kind of combo Greek dinner. And while you're down there, make sure to check out links to my Patreon accounts. I do work for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. Okay, it's time. You knew this moment would arrive. It's Ouzo Opa time.
Oh yeah. Opa.
Opa.
So after all that ouzo, it's time for some Greek wine. Now, we have run into a little bit of trouble. On the last day of Sunday, we've sold out of a whole lot of the Greek wines, so we're going to have a limited selection, but I made two choices, so let's check them out.
All right, this one's got a little pine resin flavor. Let's see. Not getting as much pine flavor as I did in past years. It's supposed to be a little sweet, right? Let's see. Oh yeah, it's definitely a little thick, syrupy sweetness. Ooh, a lot of particles at the bottom. Opa.
Okay, so by Sunday, they were totally sold out of all the pastries, but I planned ahead and stood in the line and got some ahead of time. This is the line where they have the pick and choose your own pastries, but then they have the other line where they're pre-boxed and you can just grab and go. So take a look at all these selections, and then we're gonna go back and eat these when I'm at home later, because I just know better than to even start trying to get involved with these until after I've had all my other feasting and drinking done at the Greek Fest. So let's have a nice fun time enjoying all the flavor options here. Now, we do not have quite the selections we have in past years, as you'll see here in a little bit. So just kind of enjoy all of these great options, though, that we do have in the meantime. Because, ooh, they do look delicious, don't they?
Thank you, man.
So my total was $16.75 for the selection of pastries that I got here at the Pick Your Own. Then I went over to the pre-box one, where you could get a large baklava box, you could get a small baklava box. But what do you think I'm gonna do? Of course, I'm going over to the large assorted box, because hey, I need an assortment, and you know, you need some different options here. And then I also have the option of a small assorted box, but I'm going for the large. You already know that. So the choices are not as varied as we already mentioned. And you've got the big box in the blue, the smaller box in the red. And let's do the reveal now so you can see what I got to eat. Oh, looky here. These are quite a nice selection of items we have. Now, we do need to pay attention to what it looked like in past years. So, you had a lot more variety in past years, so there were some things definitely missing that I do miss. And you saw this sign way too often on Sunday. Sold out was all over the place. But let's sample some of these pastries now. So, just kick back and enjoy all of these wonderful things as I sample them for you. Now, I have to say, there's some things that I do like more than others, as might be the case for many of you out there. Can you guess what it could be as we go through? Okay, here's my favorite item for the 2022 Greek Fest pastry selection. Oh yeah, look at this thing. It's just chocolatey goodness. How can I not pick this as my #1 pick? It's so good. This is really delicious. So overall, this is probably my overall favorite item, and it's got a lot of good flavors. So I definitely recommend you try this if you get a chance. Now, here's my second most favorite item of all the pastries, and it's just the old constant standby of the baklava. Baklava is always a great option. So often I might even rank it first, but this year the chocolate won over a little bit. So I have to say the baklava is always a consistent neck and neck for #1 every year, but that chocolatey goodness of the other dessert really took me over the edge. But I always love the baklava, so it's second place this year. So just like I've destroyed all these pastries, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you thought about these pastries. And while you're down there, make sure to check out the link to my Patreon accounts. I do work for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. So thanks so much to everybody at Greek Fest 2022 for a fantastic festival experience. And thanks so much to all of you out there for tuning into the NOLA Gent Channel, especially to my Patreons. Would you kindly go ahead and share this video with any of your friends or contacts that would enjoy it? And make sure to tune in next time for more good food, good times, and good people.
Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you would just click on the little circle here with a picture of my head in there and subscribe to the NOLA Gent channel, it would really help me a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you.